want you to do, let me so basically it's going to collar sleeve guard. That's why I say collar sleeve is a very important guard for you guys to know, because it's the first really guard that becomes available. So it's not here, 1, 2, 3. So collar sleeve, okay? As I pull this arm, he knows it's potential triangle. So as he begins to pull this arm back, I sit up this way here, foot, hand, and then I get to toe. That's the fastest way, and that's a collar drag that works. What you're really doing here, if you look at the anatomy of this position here, you're pushing this leg, you're moving out of their way, and you're pulling them where you were. So look, collar, sleeve, foot here, okay? I need to have my legs bent always so there's spring. I never want them too extended, and I never want them, my knees in my face, because then you lose power. So your power zone is like where you would leg press, okay? Let's say like heavy weight. If you bring it too close to your chest, you're not gonna be able to push your weight, you're too straight legged. It's not good because you don't want your knees locked out. So as I'm here, I'm pulling, I know his reaction would be to push. So I sit up right here, and what I do is this. Okay? So it's hip, thigh, and I lean forward. So I let go while I'm pulling him here, so he still postures here. So you go like this. So you just start feet on the hips. So it's like this. Thigh, okay? And I go here, and I'm going to scoop, pull myself forward and get out of the way and push. And I need to come up, while I'm controlling the sprawl. Because I like to be here. This works very well. Here, roller, sleeve, push them up here, and look, thigh. Okay. Very important that I have to lean forward, because I need to pull myself that way. I used to do it to where it's like you scoot out this way, but you don't get enough of a push with that right leg. So when I'm here and I go from his hip to thigh to here, I want to go, and I want to come up, whether I'm here, wherever I'm at, I'm coming up, my hips are going higher than his, because then it's basically a wrestle up. If you don't pull it hard enough, you're going to end up basically having a wrestle. Whenever there's a scramble, you're wrestling in jiu-jitsu. So you have to have the component of wrestling in your jiu-jitsu, because whenever there's non-specific, these undefined scrambles, or it's like, I'm not going to say do this, do that, you're like, hey, you got to wrestle, you got to get to the top.
So you said having if there's slack in that grip.
Correct. So if I'm here and I do this, that slack killed my whole move. And then I'm going to be ready to react to that. But I got to be aware that this right here is no good. I need to have a control here, here, here. So I'm controlling this posture, because this grip should not have slipped, number one. Number two, it shouldn't have even started here, because it does me no good unless I want to go for a loop choke. And I'm not a big fan of loop chokes, because you can use them for sweeps and all that kind of stuff. They're hard to finish. Okay? Unless your hand just, because look, from here, I couldn't even do a collar sleeve guard here effectively. You know what I mean? But what I could do is I could go here and then begin to do a loop choke. But I'm not a big fan of those, because a lot of pressure on your wrist, and then it's almost like they take the sweeping with the loop choke. But it's okay. It's good to know, okay? Because if you're here and they're coming at you here, that's the loop choke here. But you see, his head can escape to his right. Yes, right there. So you have to kind of fall this way here, and here with the leg. But he'd still be able to get out to the right, because my wrist is tweaking in a bad angle. So what you guys are going to do, let me show you a couple variations as well on this. Look. 1, 2, I need to have it deep enough for controlling his posture. And think of the reference like this. If this is deep enough for you to be able to get an X choke and finish it, it's deep enough for you to have control. If you can't, if it's here, your X chokes are not gonna work, okay? You're here, because I wanna control his posture. I need to control his posture, so when I'm pulling, I'm like pulling, because my objective is to get his face to hit the mat. So his hands defend, and he abandons any form of pass. So as we're here, he's gonna posture up. 1, 2. Right here, he pulls up here. 1, 2. Like so. And I use this as a tricep push to get up, but your leg is gonna be stuck inside of his leg. So I get up and I bump him here. I go. And I pull my leg out. And then you get here, here, and then whatever you want to do from here. Obviously, I would go here and I would do it before. Okay. So, all you're going to do, and this is a good practice for you guys, you have the feet that high enough here, pull, push, pull collar, or sleeve here. Sometimes you can grab this. Oftentimes it's this, okay? Because this right here, if he lets go, he can pull this elbow back. See how he can overpower me here? If I'm here, I have more leverage in my arm to be able to keep his elbow back. I mean, from pulling back than here. But sometimes you go here. So you do it here, look. 1, 2 with the left foot first, right one comes in, and it goes to the hip. And I want to lift my hip into this and wedge his arm, because this will force him to pull it back here. So I push him back. So I sit up, foot on the thigh, because when I go this way, I'm able to come up and use that as a tricep extension. But you got to do it all at once. My knee just keeps popping out. This pulls posture. Here it pulls posture. 1, 2, 3. Because he can't effectively get my foot off his hip right here. Okay? Yeah, see right there? Okay? Because now from here, as he wants to posture up, 1, 2, 2. And I'm gonna 2. You come up. Front headlock and all that. When you get the front headlock, it's this, but you can also do this. And just plug their face. Okay? Get behind their chin, hold their chin. Okay, but if they're trying to be handsy with you right here, you're not start plugging them right here with the face here. And then here, here, here. Okay? So let's do it this way. And I'm going to sit up. 1, 2. 1, 2, and 3. And 4. Alright, try it. We'll do it. The objective is to pull hard enough. Go forward and come on. Yes. Yes. So it's like yes. Give them one of these. Yeah. Okay. And then they learn.